Good morning, my crafty friends. My name is Tina. Tina Kavergich, and I am Northern Stamper. I am located in Ontario. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. As I mentioned, I'm located just east of Toronto, so the southern part of Ontario. So if you are in Canada and you're seeing this and you would like any of the items that I'm talking about, just drop me a message and I can ship it out to you. Unfortunately, I can't sell to the U.S. Area, but there are lots of many demonstrators down in the States. But thank you for joining me. Today we are going to be looking at designer series paper. I will be referring to it as DSP. So that stands for designer series paper, or the really pretty paper that you see in all of the cards. So I wanted to thank you for joining me. And this week you will see various cards that I will be creating using the DSP, and it is the new DSP that comes out in the January to June mini catalog and a new little catalog called Celebration. So this is the Celebration catalog. This is a little one. It runs for January and February. So when you purchase items that are $60, you get something free out of this little book. I can't show it to you, unfortunately. But if you would like a catalog, drop a message down below and I can mail it out to you. The new January to June mini catalog is coming out in January. So some of you, I have popped them in the mail already. If you have been a previous customer of mine, you get it for free. So unfortunately, I can't show you what's in here, but I can show you some of the papers that we got. So when you buy something, either from here or the annual catalog, and you spend over $60, you get something in here for free. If you spend over $120, there are special packages in here that you can get too. And I'm going to show you some of the items that are in these catalogs. These are the designer series paper. So I'm going to let you know. Good morning, Liz. I'm glad to see you online. Sorry we couldn't get together, but have no fear. There's always a video link we can always hook up with. So, as I mentioned to you, the DSP is our focus for today, and it is just gorgeous that they have. The catalog just does not do it justice. It is a fabulous paper. I've learned my lesson that when the catalog comes out, I order all the paper because it is really quite nice. And I find that once you get it, it is a lot more inspirational when you have it in your hand. So what I do, because I do buy all the paper at once as much as I can, I do offer people a paper share. So that a paper share means you get a piece of each DSP from the whole catalog. So this time around, my paper share includes 10 different groups of papers. And I'm going to show some to you. And what happens is you get a piece of each one. And I'm going to show you the best way to utilize the paper so there is no waste. And this way it kind of goes further. So you get a piece of paper from every group for a fraction of the cost. So when I purchase the paper, it is well over $200 for all of these 10 that I'm getting. And then it's split. So what it ends up to be is you only have to pay $50 for all of the same papers that I have, but just for a smaller portion. And when you sign up, I always toss in a bonus paper in the pack because I just think it's so fantastic. So what I'm going to show you is what is included in the paper share. So these are all of the papers that are in the January to June catalog. And I'm going to show you how I would ship it out. So what I do is I cut them up, and normally I cut them up to 6 by 6, but I found a better way for you to get more use out of your paper and less waste. So what I do is you will receive a piece of each one. Now this is normally 6 by 6, so I can't cut it larger, so this is what you would get. So you get a piece of each paper, and this is called the Dandy Garden. Now what's really cool about this one, it's all about dragonflies, and it is just gorgeous. So look at all the beautiful papers that are in here, and they are double-sided. So if you don't like the one side, flip it over. They're fantastic. So this is the Dandy Garden, and I will also include the colors that come with it. So this has basic black, blackberry bliss, and etc. So each package that I separate for you, and I put in what the colors are in the papers and the name of it. So I wanted to show you what I created using this papers. These are just gorgeous. Like, look at that. I don't know, but most people don't like dandelions, but I do. I love it. I get so excited when I see dandelions in my garden or in my grass. Comment below if you like dandelions or not. I love dandelions. Let me know, because I think it's really, really cool. I think people pull them out. Now, when you get a whole carpet full of yellow dandelions in your grass, it is just gorgeous. And then I know that that's what's going to happen, is that's going to change to those little fluffy, you know, you used to blow them and make wishes. And that's when all of the little yellow birds come and pick the seeds. So I don't like to get rid of it, because one, I like to see the birds, and two, I like to see the color. So I wanted to show you one of the DSPs that I used in this card. So you'll see that the DSP is here, and I actually used the stamp in the back, and you can either punch out a dragonfly or stamp it and color it and place it in. So this is one of the cards I created using the Dandy Garden DSP. So as I mentioned, you get all of the papers that I'm showing you for $50. Now, this other one is called Love You Always. This has beautiful Blushing Bride, Rocco Rose, and Sahara Sand. And you'll notice it's kind of foil. It's like a kind of got a foil. I did not make a card with this one yet, but it is on for my list for Valentine's to create. So this is Love You Always. Now this next one is super, super cute. It is called Snail Mail. Now, if you saw a video I did, I think it was Sunday, I did my phone case with this. What I did is I did a template and I cut it out. So aren't those guys just so darn cute? So you'll notice that when you receive your paper share, it is actually 6 by 12. I came across a better way that you can utilize the papers and get more out of it, and I will show you when you buy a paper share how to do that. So this is super, super cute. Like, look at those little snails. So this is the one I used for to make my phone case. And as I said, it's on the back. So there are very beautiful bold designs on the front, and on the back there is a little bit more kind of subtle that you can create with the cards. So that's a Snail Mail. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite is a Fine Art Floral. This is absolutely gorgeous. If you love flowers, oh my gosh. So I posted, I think, a picture, was it yesterday, using one of these. I just love, love, love this set. And it is just gorgeous. So like I said, double-sided. And one of the cards I created with this one is, you'll see it's just a little piece of DSP here. This is the stamp and die used, and the embossing folder. Fantastic. I just love it. It is so beautiful. It's actually my favorite out of the whole booklet. Next, we have Hydrangea Hill. If you like flowers and hydrangeas, I know some people like them. So these are just gorgeous flowers. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Gorgeous grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, etc., etc. They do have one that is basic black and white, so just black and white. And what's great about this is you can color these if you want. Now, they also have new blending brushes coming out. So what's great about this, I have to tell you, I just did this. So I took one of these papers, okay? As I said, they're both two-sided. So I took this paper, and I took the blending brush, and I colored them. So I colored them in here, and then I cut them out and put them on the paper. So these make really nice, I don't want to say Valentine cards, but cards of love that you want to send. So these are really nice. So I just wanted to show you some variety that you can do with some of these cards. I also have There's a more manly one called Well Suited. Now, I've already cut it all up, so I can't show you what the big pieces look like, but I can show you what the little pieces look like as I cut them all up. So these are a little bit more manly. Doesn't mean that they are strictly for like Father's Day or whatever. I did make a card, and it is in one of my classes. So I can't quite show it to you right yet, but if you join some of my classes, you will get to make some of these cards that I am using with these DSPs. So as an idea, you can create a card like this for Father's Day. There you go. Isn't that cute? Super, super cute. This is one of the dies that they have in the new mini catalog. Makes a little tie, or you can actually make a whole suit card. It's a really great idea. Unfortunately, they did not ship me some of the papers that I requested. So the Sand and Sea DSP is not with me right now, so I can't show you that. But it is a great beach kind of seashells kind of paper. I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. Always love it. One of my favorite, this is like super, super fun, is the Ice Cream Corner. What is great about this, we are going to be using this paper in our upcoming all-day camp retreat. So there's still a few spots left if you want to join that. And it is actually kind of growing with all the goodies that I've been getting, and I've been just tossing them in the box. So for 75 bucks, all-day crafting, 9 cards, plus lunch, dinner, a snack, and some cosmetics at the end, just so you can relax. So it's kind of like a spa day. So this is the ice cream suite we're going to be using, right? Like, look at those colors. Are they not fun or what? So those are super, super fun. And I got to show you one of the cards I made with this. So I had done a special kind of fold card, and I was so excited. I had spent most of the day making this, and I've had it, so I went through about 3 or 4 different templates just to get this done. So this card turns out like this, but yeah, it looks like a plain old ice cream, but what you do is you open it up, and look at that on the inside. You get the little ice cream DSP stuff like that. So cute. So this took me a while to figure out, but that is a really cute card, and that's using some of that DSP there. So those are the ones that are in the catalog. So those are 10, but if you order over $60, and remember I told you about the celebration, there's more DSP in here. Oh, I forgot to show you the bonus. There is a bonus. When you purchase the paper share, they have this really super cool acetate paper. So you can see through it, right? So you got a sheet of this, and that matches the fine Art Floral. And let me grab some. This is very cool. And some of them, all you have to do is you find the paper. Let me look. And you can overlay it like that. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? Can you imagine making a card using that? What a great design. If you don't like these little flowers, let's try another one over top. Oh, if not that one, what about another one? We can turn it to the back and put it like that. Oh, wow, that looks really cool. So this is the Golden Garden Design Specials acetate paper that you would get for this. So when you sign up, this you get for free. And it is going to look just fantastic. So I had to let you know. I just get so excited when I see this stuff. It's a little silly. So as I mentioned, Celebration has the catalog, and when you order $60 or $120, you get items from here, and you can pick them all up if you like. Now, one of the designer series paper that they have in here is called Ombre. It's very cool. And so this is called Oh So Ombre, and it goes from dark to light, so it's ombre. Makes sense, doesn't it? And you can make some really cool cards with these. So you get a pack of this if you spend $60. You can choose this one for free if you like. And what I did is I made this card using that paper in the back here. So that's one of the ice cream sets from the new catalog. So I checked that out. Really, really nice. One of the new ones that they have is, it has to do with strawberries. Now, I thought, when I first saw the catalog, I thought, strawberries? What the heck are they talking about, strawberries? But this is at $120. You can choose the paper, and along with the paper, there is a stamp set that goes with it. So you get the paper and the designer and the stamp set. But the paper is actually very, very pretty. So on one side, so this is called Berry Delightful DSP. So one side, there's a whole bunch of berries, blueberries and blackberries. And on the back is a little bit more subtle. Like, check out these colors. Very beautiful. Like I said, when you look in the catalog, these papers don't really pop as much. But once you get them, they are fantastic. So I had to try out the berries to see, you know, what it's like. And I came up with this design. So they have a little berry punch and a very berry stamp set. And I thought that was so darn cute. I just love this. So I'm just keep going with all these papers. I love them all. So that's, as I said, I buy them all, regardless of what they look like in the book, because I know they always turn out fantastic. And I just have two more to show you. And then we're going to make a card using one of the DSPs that we are going to be using here. Now, so this is another one of my favorite. And this is another free one if you spend $160. It's called Flower and Field Designer Series paper. And look at that. Look at the colors. These flowers are so stunning. It's amazing. So, and look at the colors. It's so vibrant and so beautiful. And you could use this as a background, flip it over, and there's more. I just love this daisy one. Is my favorite. It matches one of the daisy punches, two of the daisy punches that we have. It's just absolutely stunning. So, and I want to show you a card we made with this one. Now, this is just using all DSP and no stamps or anything. So all you have to do is just add a little sentiment here and it's all done. So there's the ombre paper on the bottom and the fields and flowers on the top with some ribbon, and that's it. So this is so easy to make using some of the free paper. And the last one I have to show you is called Paper Blooms. This is quickly becoming another one of my favorite. If you love like the color navy, this is definitely one to pick up. So $160, and this is in the celebration package. So there's a whole bunch. As I mentioned, in the paper share, I will show you how to cut these papers that you use every single piece. And, got to show you the back. So they always coordinate, and I always list the colors that are in here. So this is Night of Navy, and this would be Blushing Bride, and this would be Pear Pizzazz. And I would write it all out for you, just to let you know. So what do you think of this one? So I'm going to show you a card, and we are going to be using this paper, which is called Paper Blooms. So are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, and let me know so far which of all of these papers that you saw struck you the most. So in the meantime, while you're writing that down, I'm going to put you on the camera mount. So hold on. And I am so excited. Today is the only day I think that I haven't dropped the camera yet. So very excited. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. All right. Get that out of the way and bear with me. Okay, let's put this up here. Oh, I think I need to get a new one. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. So, as I mentioned, my name is Tina Kvergich, and if you want to reach me, Northern Stamper, all one word, at gmail.com. If you want to purchase any of these items, drop a message, and I'll shoot you out a catalog in January. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, as I mentioned, we are going to be using the Paper Blooms. So I've already pre-cut down some of the papers. And as I said, they are two-sided. So I'm going to use the same side, same piece. So I know that for sure they are going to match because they always match. So I'm going to put them together. I have a card base, which I'm using Pear Pizzazz. Now, if we look in the DSP, See, there's Pear Pizzazz right there. They make it so that you can, everything is going to match. It is fantastic. Really hard to go wrong. So, and this is Misty Moonlight. And I have a piece of white cardstock. Now, this is a very, very basic card and easy to put together. And you can knock these out. This type of template, you could do about 20 of them in less than, oh, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes. And I'm going to be using Sweet Strawberry Stamp Set because I'm going to be using the word thank you. I love how this little script is. Now, remember one of the cards I used the berry. So there's the berry. There's the top of the berry. And there's a punch that will punch these guys out. So very cool. I am also using Night of Navy ink because it matches right there. Woohoo! And some of the new ribbon. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be using the Blushing Bride or the gold, so I haven't decided yet, but maybe you can help me decide. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one of the DSP pieces onto, just got to make sure that it's in camera. I take that away, onto this Misty Moonlight card base. So I'm going to, whoops, put some glue on. All right. And I'm going to start from the bottom because I want most of this paper, this beautiful blue paper, to show. Okay, so I'm going to put that on the bottom. So this is about cut to about 2 inches by 3 3/4. And I'm going to glue this part on top. Very quick, very easy. And when you cut to certain dimensions with the paper, such as this one, you will not waste any paper. You might have like a sliver left over, but you could still use some of those pieces like for borders and stuff. And it works really well. So now that I have the 2 pieces together, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. Okay. And I'm using, as I said, the thank you from the berry. Take it out. Come on. And I'm going to make sure, like I had this block, but then I think that one's going to be too big. This one's going to be too big. So I want to try and find a block where it's going to fit. And you notice I put it crooked? Yes, I do that on purpose so that I'm forced to look through at the stamp and not make it square with the block. I always do that on purpose. So I don't want any ink on that. I'm just going to put that off to the side. Going to pat and turn to get the ink on, because I want it all the way around. Okay. And I'm just going to pop it on here. There we go. Now, the sentiment is a little smaller than the paper, so I'm going to take my trimmer and just trim that down. It's always easier to trim down than try and fiddle and make it fit. Okay. I also have a punch that always gives me a fishtail. So let us take our little fishtail punch, feed it in. So as I mentioned before, I don't know if you've seen in other videos, I am not a great fishtail punch person. So, I mean, like cutting it freehand, but this punch saves me so much aggravation. Oh, perfect. Just like that. So I'm going to put that on here, and then I'll put a bow on. Okay. So in the meantime, let's get this on the card base. Where'd my glue go? All right. Anybody else lose stuff on their crafting table and it's always right in front of you? I do this all the time. I could put something down and it's just always in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to place that up on dimensionals. And I'm going to just use the strip, the end part, because it works and you don't want to waste anything. Everything that you get for crafting can always be used. So I'm going to put this on here. All right. And now I have to decide which ribbon I'm going to be using. So do I do the gold or, see, this is so brand new. I haven't even cut open the plastic on this. That's how new it is. Just got shipped. Oh, I think I know which one it's going to be, huh? Let's make a little bow with this. Oh, look at that. On one side it's golden and one side it's not. I love how they come up with everything. As I mentioned, if you want a bit of all of the papers, drop me a message and join in the paper share for only $50. 10 packages, a little bit of everything, and you will be set. You will not have to purchase any more papers, and you'll be all set. Oh, look at that. Well, that gold on this ribbon is just fantastic. Now, if I want to flip that over, I just have to, like, work it over. But I think I kind of like it that it is two-tone like that. You know, make it a little tighter. And, oh, it looks like my glue dots have gone away. So I'm going to use dimensional and to glue it down. What side do I want? Because it doesn't really matter. So these are fantastic. Oh, come on. I think I need longer nails. It's time to go and get some nails. And I'm just going to pop that on there like that. Trim it up a little bit. And I think that dimensional likes me. There we go. And our card is done. Voila. What do you think? That is such an easy card. I'm going to use my bone folder because I want it to fold nicely. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. Isn't that nice? What do you think of that? Comment below and let me know what you think. And so I wanted to show you how easy it is just using the designer series paper. So it is just really the papers that they have in the catalogs really are truly stunning. You will not be unhappy with any of them. And keep with me this week because I'm going to be showing you a whole bunch of other cards that I'm going to make using this designer series papers. And I will be posting them. Let me know if you would like to join in the paper share for $50, and I will get it out to you as soon as all of the packages come in. So right now I'm only missing a couple of items to ship out. I'm waiting for them to come in. And once they're all done, they get shipped out as quickly as possible. I send you a link and we will do a class on how to utilize the paper so there is minimal waste. So what do you think? Remember, drop me a message, northernstamper@gmail.com. If you want to purchase anything, drop in northernstamper@stampinup.net. Check out some classes, some games, activities, and events that I got coming up. And I will see you next time. Don't forget, love the DSP. All right.